the game can see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live. Peace.
ThaBoxingvoice.com, live here in Boston. Good morning, Katie
good
Taylor.
morning.
How are you?
Yeah,
How's it
very
feel
good.
to be back in the U.S. and making another U.S. fight with a big-time name this time?
Yeah, very, very excited about it actually. I love fighting over here in the US, and as I said, it is a big name and it's a big opportunity for me, and these are the kind of fights that I absolutely relish, so I can't wait for them. The fact that it's going to be in Boston as well, it's going to be like a homecoming for me, I think, with all the Irish support around here, so I can't wait for it.
Now, you obviously had tons of options coming out of the amateurs and Olympics, and you chose to go with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing. Just tell us, how's it going thus far? How have you been liking signing to Matchroom and just all the publicity and everything that's come your way since being part of Matchroom Boxing?
It's been incredible so far. I think I'm probably the highest paid female boxer in the world at the moment, maybe with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, and I did speak to a lot of promoters before turning pro. When I did sit down with Eddie, he really had the same vision as I had, and he was excited about it, the same as me. So I'm really, really happy, and the fact that I have a chance to box on TV and this new platform with DAZN as well is incredible for me. And the fact that I'm able to build a good fan base out here in the US as well is huge. So this is an exciting time for me, and I've been loving the professional game since I have turned pro.
Well, me being from New Jersey, New York City, tri-state area, I know a little bit about Cindy Serrano. I've seen her, frequent the Gleason's gym. Have you gotten a chance to face off with her yet?
I haven't actually. I met her briefly in New York a few months ago, but this is the first time we're going to be facing off really for this press conference today. So I'm looking forward to it. And
so you haven't really gotten an opportunity to size her up in terms of if she's bigger than you or?
Not really. I did get a photo with her before, and we look similar size, similar height and stuff. But I've obviously watched videos of her, and I know what to expect come fight night. And she's obviously a very solid opponent, very, very experienced as well. And as I said before, these are the fights that I absolutely relish, and I can't wait for this challenge.
Do fight fans put too much thought on height, reach, and those type of advantages or disadvantages for a fighter? Do you feel like if a fighter being taller or longer than you is a disadvantage for yourself?
I wouldn't say it's an advantage or disadvantage really. I think come fight night I'm going to be well prepared for whoever steps into the ring, and I've got plenty of sparring around here as well to prepare me for this type of challenge and this type of opponent and style as well. So I think it's just about preparing properly for the fight and getting the right sparring partners, and thankfully I've got great spars around here, and as I said, I will be well prepared for this type of challenge.
Can you give us a little more detail in terms of sparring partners? Like you said, it's all about having the right sparring partners. I was in Danny Garcia's gym, and his trainer and father, Angel, he doesn't necessarily want elite level sparring in his gym because he feels that they're coming for the champ. They're trying to make a name off the champ in sparring, and then you're hurting the fighter before the big fight. How do you feel about sparring and the level of intensity in the camp?
I think there has to be definitely a good variety of sparring. There's some spars you get, and it's good to practice things on your opponent, and there's other spars where I love to feel challenged as well. So I think you have to get a nice mix. Thankfully, I've got a great coach around me, he prepares me for all these challenges and these fights, and he organises all the spars for me, so I don't have to worry about that. I have complete trust in my coach, and that's very, very important for me.
Where do you normally hold camp? Obviously, we're based in the U.S., so for our U.S. viewing listeners and watchers, let them know a little more about yourself. Where do you base your camp at?
I'm actually based in Connecticut for all my fights. My coach is Rossina, and ever since I turned pro, I've been out here in Connecticut, in Vernon, training and preparing for all my fights. So I love it out here. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love it out here, and the people have been absolutely great to me out here as well since I moved. So yeah, I love it.
So being in Connecticut, I'm sure you've run across a couple of sparring partners or two that have shared the ring with Cindy and her sister Amanda, correct? No gym stories?
No gym stories, not yet anyway. Maybe I will in the near future, but not yet. So yeah, I look forward to hearing a few of those stories.
So how did you get into the sport of boxing?
I started boxing maybe when I was around 10 or 11. My dad was a boxer and my brothers boxed as well, so it was just in the family really. I couldn't get away from it growing up. So yeah, it's just been a part of the family.
So how many divisions what division you think you'll finish your career off at? When it's all said and done and
maybe
you
a
retire?
heavyweight, I don't know. I don't know, I think for the time being I'm just completely focused on the lightweight division, and my dream and goal obviously is to become the undisputed champion there, to get all the belts, and once I've done that I'll think about going up after that. But I think in and around the lightweight division there's so many great fights out there to be made, and so many super fights as well, so it's an exciting time for women's boxing.
Most fighters don't like to look past their current fight, but obviously I've spoken to Eddie so many times, he's made it clear that you want both Serrano sisters. What is it that you see in them, or is it because those are the biggest names that you can get at this point?
Yeah, they're obviously great fighters. They are big names in the sport as well, and I think since I turned pro I've always expressed my desire to fight the biggest names and the biggest fights, and I want to be known as the best, so in order to do that you have to fight the best as well. So yeah, I want all the champions, I want all the big names out there, and I'm not one for ducking anyone, so I can't wait for that challenge in the near future.
Now, Katie, you've been in Boston now for a few days. We saw you and Boo Boo at the Red Sox game.
Yeah.
So obviously with your Irish background and all the Irish population here in Boston, what reception have you gotten so far from the fans and from the locals here in Boston?
Yeah, it's been great so far. As I said, I haven't had a chance for my homegrown fight yet in Ireland, but I think this fight in Boston is going to feel like a homegrown fight for me, just with the Irish support I'm going to get over here. And there's so many Irish living here in Boston. I think it's going to be a great night, and the Red Sox game was so great. I've been to a few Red Sox games since I had moved over here in Connecticut, and I've become a huge baseball fan actually, so it's been great to watch that game as well.
Now, your upcoming fight, obviously you have Cindy Serrano. She's a previous featherweight champion. You're obviously a unified lightweight champion. What problems do you think she can give you? Because she's been professional 4 years longer than you have, so she has 20-odd fights, more than you do professiontional fights at least. What problems do you think that she'll bring to the ring come October the 20th?
Yeah, I think she's obviously very experienced. She is a solid opponent. She's more experienced than me in the pro game, obviously, but as I said before, I think I will be well prepared for this type of challenge come fight night. And I think from fight to fight, I'm getting better and better in each fight. I'm blending the technical skills from the amateur game to the power and strength I'm developing as a pro as well, and I feel like I am going to be well prepared for the fight.
Well, most people want to be humble, but do you see yourself having a legacy like a Layla Ali or at least a Christine Martin that really left a mark on boxing, women's boxing?
Yeah, I love that actually. Those girls are obviously sporting icons and huge inspirations for any female boxer. We're in the position that we're in today because of those women and because of what they've done for the sport. So I'd love to leave a huge legacy behind me, and as I said, I just want to be the best in the sport. I want to fight the big names, and I want to make history in the sport, and yeah, this is a very exciting time to be involved in women's boxing. I think it's on an all-time high at the moment because there's so many great female fighters out there at the moment, which is absolutely great.
Obviously you're younger than both, so how did you seek out any information on the two? Have you happened to watch them fight, and what do you take out of their fighting styles?
Yeah, I grew up watching Chrissy Martin and Layla Ali, and one of my heroes growing up was Deirdre Govery, actually, who's an Irish fighter. She fought Chrissy Martin before, so I just kind of grew up watching Deirdre, and she was always so generous with her encouragement towards me as well growing up. But yeah, these are the type of girls who just fought anyone, and they're always involved in big fights. Their passion for the sport was incredible. Their dedication to the sport was incredible as well, and I take away a lot from them really. They're huge heroes of mine growing up.
Now, Katie, talking about women's boxing, Layla Ali came up. Layla Ali had the first women's pay-per-view. Now you look at the current state of women's boxing, yourself on huge cards. I mean, you headlined in the UK against Jessica McCaskill back in December, and it was a sold-out crowd. Now you're on big undercards. You have other women in boxing like Clarissa Shields headlining cards. Where do you see the future of women's boxing going at the pace that we're going?
It's as I said, it's a huge time for women's boxing. The most exciting time. I think it is on an all-time high at the moment, and I love to bring women's boxing back to a time where we can do pay-per-view sales. And I think even the likes of myself and Amanda Serrano, I think that's probably the biggest fight in women's boxing at the moment. And these are the kind of fights that have star power involved with them, and they're huge power fights. And in and around the lightweight division, there's huge fights out there to be made. So it's an exciting time.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.